the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, working toward zero highway fatalities. Show me zero. Visit SaveMoLives.com. Up next will be your Sportsman cars. We got 7 in the house. 7 in the house tonight. So it's going to be the 09 of Alex Myers on the pole outside row 1, the car number 2, Carson McDonald. Row 2 on the inside, the 14 of Will Green, outside him, the 0L Landon Lewis. Row 3 on the inside, the 81T, Jeremy Gibson, outside of him, the double nickel Holden Ballinger. And the 57, we got a caution on the speedway. Eric Perkins starting shotgun on the field. And your pole sitter, Alex Myers, needs a little help on the back straightaway. And we have no help for him. Oh, there we go. Enjoy the race, but don't forget to designate a sober driver. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. We want you to drive sober. Slow down, buckle up, and put your phone down. That's a message from the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety. Working toward zero highway fatalities. Show me zero. Visit SaveMoLives.com. And we're got a green down the back straightaway. 3 wide for the runner-up spot. Holy moly. I was going to get ready to say somebody's going to have to lift, but nobody did. Will Green already out to a comfortable lead, but here comes that 55 double nickel. Holden Ballinger already up into the runner-up spot right there, looking to go to the top, with Eric Perkins in the podium spot in third to third and final podium spot. Jeremy Gibson in fourth. Landon Lewis in fifth. And now we got a 2-car battle for the top spot, Will Green and Holden Ballinger. Ballinger now taking over the top spot from Will Green, but Will Green is not done yet. Here comes the 0L of Landon Lewis now moving up into the top 4. Holden Ballinger still right there into the top spot. Will Green in the runner-up. Eric Perkins, that third and final podium spot right now. But here comes the 0L of Landon Lewis into that number 4 spot. Jeremy Gibson, that's your top 5. And we got a car slowing down the back straightaway. That's Carson McDonald. Carson McDonald slowing to the infield. Comfortably out in the top spot now with 1 lap remaining, 1 to go, is Holden Ballinger. Will Green is holding off that 57 of Eric Perkins in third right now. A little slip up in turn number 2. Got a little tight in turn number 2 for Will Green holding on. Your winner, Holden Ballinger in the double nickel. Will Green in the runner-up spot in the 14. Eric Perkins third. After the mishap at the beginning, the 0L Landon Lewis bringing home in fourth. And fifth will be the 09 Alex Myers, Jeremy Gibson in sixth. And not making the finish, the 2 of Carson McDonald. Drinking and driving, don't mix. Make sure your pit crew has a designated driver. We want you to drive sober, slow down, buckle up, and put your phone down. That's a message from the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety. Working toward zero highway fatalities. Show me zero. Visit SaveMoLives.com. Moving right along. Once we get the 2 of Carson McDonald pit side, we'll bring our next heat race out. And it's going to be your stock non-wing coming to you. 12 entries, so we're going to go 2 heat races, and it's going to line them up just like this. Coming to you from Ashland, Missouri, it's going to be the 95G on the pole. Yes, he is running in the stock non-wing. On the outside him, the 7/8 from Odessa, Missouri, Austin Rayburn. Row 2 on the inside, the 57P of Jed Peaster. On the outside him, the car number 15, Chris, don't call him Tater Cove. And the car number 15. The 32Z, not making the call, Gabe Zahner. The 52D of Skylar Daly, and the 38 of Brantley Chaden. Yep, Skylar Daly in the 52D. And we're not lined up side by side at the cone, so we're going to bring a caution bag out and try it once again. So it's going to be the 95G Gunnar Griffin and the 7/8 Austin Rayburn. They got to be side by side, nose to tail. Once they reach that cone right there in turn number 4, it's hammer down time. So let's see if we can get this stock non-wing heat race coming to you right now this time. Let's get her done. And we got a caution on the speedway. Once again. So we're going to go front row to the second row to the front row. Well, looks like we're just putting Gunnar Griffin to the second row. That just means I have to message about 10 people. All right, so we are live as it's happening. We're on YouTube, right? YouTube, okay, that's what I thought. I didn't think that had changed. So if you got friends at home that couldn't make it, let them know we are live now on YouTube. Here we go. It's going to be Jed Peaster and Chris, don't call him Taterka, battling it out wheel to wheel, nose to tail for that number one spot. Austin Rayburn in third right now. Gunnar Griffin in fourth. Brantley Chaden in fifth. And Skylar Daly into 52D in sixth. Jed Peaster now pulling out to a comfortable lead over the rest of the field, with Chris Ka into the runner-up spot. Austin Rayburn up on the top side trying to get around the 15 of Chris, don't call him Tater Ka. Here comes Brantley Chaden from the back of the pack, now into that number 4 spot. And we have a 3-car battle for third right now. Brantley Chaden, Austin Rayburn, and Skylar Daly. Halfway home this time by 3 wide for third. It's Brantley Chaden now on the loud pedal. He's moving up, moving fast, getting closer and closer to that number 15 of Chris, don't call him Tater Ka, into 15. Brantley Chaden now going to the low side. Thought he was going to monster truck the berm. But meanwhile, Jed Peaster pulling out to a comfortable lead, with Brantley Chaden and Chris Cobb battling it out wheel to wheel. Looking at double hockey sticks in the air this time for your leader. Brantley Chaden trying everything in his power to get around that 15 of Chris, don't call him Tater Cobb. They're still side by side with 1 lap remaining, side by side for second. Brantley Chaden now taking over that number 2 spot. But your winner going to be the 57P Jed Peaster. Brantley Chaden from the back of the pack in third. Chris Ka fourth. Austin Rayburn. Chris Ka third, Austin Rayburn in fourth. Skylar Daly fifth. And rounding out your field, the 95G, Gunnar Griffin. All right, here comes heat race number 2 for your stock non-wingers. It's going to line them up just like this with a bug added. Going to be the 48S of Trey Sliker on the pole. Outside row 1, the 17K, Braden Nipmeyer. Row 2 on the inside, the 17B of Quentin Benson. Outside him, the 41 of Chase Cobb. And your third and final row on the inside, the car number 1 from Hardin, Missouri. First time with us in quite a few days, the number 1, Dustin Shaner. And starting alongside him in row number 3, the 77M, back in his own car, Cameron Morrison. You bet. Welcome home. All right, we're going to turn them loose this time, with Trey Sliker with the whole shot down the front straightaway. Here comes the identical cars, Braden Nipmeyer and Quentin Benson side by side for the runner-up spot. Chase Ka into that number 4 spot right now in the car number 14. Dustin Shaner in 5th. Cameron Morrison into the number 6 spot. It's still Trey Sliker, the 48S, and we got a car stopped down the back straightaway. We have 2 of them going pit side to the infield. That's going to be Braden Nipmeyer, I do believe, and Cameron Morrison. It's gonna be looking good right now for Trey Sliker and Quentin Benson. Six laps in the book, nose to tail, wheel to wheel for that top spot. With Chase Ka in the third spot right now and Dustin Shaner in fourth. Holding on to the top spot with double hockey sticks in the air this time by is a 48S of Trey Sliker. Trey Sliker holding on to the top spot right now. Little Tater in the car number 14, Chase Ka in third, 1 lap remaining. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be the 48S of Trey Sliker or the 17B of Quentin Benson? It's Trey Sliker holding on to the top spot. Well, that's all your heat races for tonight. But we do have something special getting ready to happen. There's a young man that has always wanted to get behind the wheel of a race car. Well, we're going to make it happen right now, and let me just read you what I have. Race fans, we have something a little different in store for intermission tonight. Jackson Collins from Archie, Missouri is joining us for some fun in the seat. Jackson is an amazing 8-year-old that is fighting one heck of a fight, and what better way to tell cancer to eat his dust than by hitting the racetrack. And there he is in the car number 34. Jackson Collins is being helped around the racetrack by the 7D of Jackson Davenport and the 911B of Bradley Berryman, making a young man's dream come true. How about it, race fans? He's fighting that horrible C word. He says, thank you, Mama and Daddy Collins and Sister Krista, for spending your night with us, and we hope the smile on Jackson's face is as big as ours. Making a dream come true for this young man, battling one heck of a fight with childhood cancer. And thank you so much, race fans, for doing what you do Once again, it's the 34 of Jackson Collins. Making a dream come true for this young man. How about it? And once we are done with the parade lap for this young man, he's going to be in victory lane with a big check. Once again, it's a dream come true for that little man in that car number 34. And a great big thanks to Sweet Springs Motorsports Complex and all the board and all the members for allowing this wonderful family to partake in this right here at Sweet Springs Motorsports Complex. So we're going to give them the one to go this time. And we're going to let Jackson take a lap all by himself. And there he goes, making laps, making a dream come true for this little man. I don't know, from where I'm standing, I think somebody needs to put him in the car the rest of the year. He's doing a great job. Look at that, one to go. And Lucas going to give him double checkers when he comes out of turn 4. So, folks, put your hands together. Make some noise for Sweet Springs Motorsports Complex allowing this to happen. Jackson Collins, we're all standing with you, my friend. He may never want to stop. Oh, somebody needs to let him know that he needs to come to victory lane. There he comes. Just watch your step. It's a big one down there. He's like, I don't want to stop. All right, we're going to back him up, put him in victory lane, get some great pictures, and hand him a big check. Once again, a great big thanks to Sweet Springs Motorsports Complex, the board and all its members for allowing the Collins family to get this taken care of. And the wing dance, how about it for Jackson Collins? Doing the wing dance. There you go. Wave it high, young man. Wave it high. And once again, getting all the great accolades of being in victory lane with the double checkers and the big check. And in victory lane for the first time, Jackson Collins. How about it? All right. Now it's my turn to be quiet. We'll be back in about 20 minutes, I do believe. All right, your A class going to lead us off tonight with 25 big laps. 12 cars, 25 laps. We're going to turn them loose this time. Keegan Brewer, Gunnar Griffin at your front row, Carson Carter and Hayden Albertson at your second row. We're going to turn them loose. Here we go. And we're good down the back straightaway, looking good so far. Here we go. Looking at lap number 1 to be completed this time by 4 wide in the middle of the pack. Keegan Brewer pulling out to a comfortable lead. Carson Carter moving into the runner-up spot. Gunnar Griffin in third right now. Here comes Hayden Albertson in that number 4 car in fifth. And there goes, we got a mess down the back straightaway. A 4-car battle down the back. And Albertson losing a lot of power in that car number 4. He's trying to make it to the infield. Can he make it? Hayden Albertson gonna make it to the infield. We're gonna stay green with Keegan Brewer pulling out to a comfortable lead. Carson Carter in the runner-up spot right now. Gunnar Griffin in the third. Here comes Trey Sliker in that number 4 spot. And Quentin Benson at your top 5. Logan Lunsford in the number 6 spot. Matt Botts from the back of the pack in 7th. Tucker Daly in the 12, Hugh Brantley Chaden, the 38, Jackson Davenport, and Garrett Hudspeth in the car number 19. And we got smoke coming out of the car number 8 of Logan Lunsford. We got a little puff of smoke out of the car number 8, Logan Lunsford, running in that number 6 spot. Matt Botts in 7th, and here comes Keegan Brewer, your leader, looking to get up there into the back markers of the race. Gunnar Griffin's got his hands full with that number 48 of Trey Slaker. Trey Slaker now taking over that number 3 spot. Here comes Quentin Benson going to the 3rd spot. Quentin Benson going for broke. He was hammered down going into turn number 1. Quentin Benson and Trey Slaker now battling it out side by side for that number 3 spot. Keegan Brewer now holding into that top spot side by side for 3rd. Quentin Benson and Trey Slaker, that's the best battle on the track. And we got caution on the speedway in turn number 4. Caution on the speedway in turn number 4. That's Gunnar Griffin and the 95G bringing out the yellow. Well, that big lead, that, and guess what? Logan Lunsford bringing it to a stop here on the front straightaway. Logan Lunsford bringing it to a stop. I kind of had a feeling with the smoke coming out. With the smoke coming out once he stopped, it would probably be done for the car number 8 of Logan Lunsford. Man, for some reason, these drivers just did not know what that yellow light was for. They were all still under race mode when the yellow light was on. We may have to remind them next weekend the yellow light means slow down. Now we got Brantley Chaden stopped down the back straightaway, the car number 38. Well, once again, a puff of smoke coming out for the car number 8, Logan Lunsford, a couple laps ago. And he probably knew that if he had to stop, he was going to be done. And Brantley Chaden also taking it back to the infield. Alberson also in the infield. Brantley Chaden trying to fire it back up. And Logan Lunsford going to the trailer. Enjoy the race, but don't forget to designate a sober driver. Fans, don't let fans drive drunk. We want you to drive sober. Slow down, buckle up, and put your phone down. That's a message from the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, working towards zero highway fatalities. Show me zero. Visit SaveMoLives.com. Oh, the caution light's out. I was going to return my... Oh, caution light back on. Okay. And we're back underway with Keegan Brewer holding on to the top spot. Carson Carter in the runner-up. Here comes a slide job by the 48 Esso Trace Liker. Carson Carter says, not going to happen this time, boy. Here comes Quentin Benson now, trying to slide job on the 48 Esso Trace Liker. He's going to make it work side by side for third. Trace Liker and Quentin Benson battling it out wheel to wheel. Here comes Matt Bott's going to put his car up in the mix. That cushion is starting to get a little bit taller. That cushion up top is starting to get a little taller now. Tucker Daly lost a whole lot of power that time. All the way back to that final spot. And we're still battling it out wheel to wheel, side by side. Nose to tail for that number 3 spot. Trace Liker and Quentin Benson doing the slide job on each other. And we got Tucker Daly coming to the infield. 5 laps remaining, 5 to go this time by. Looking at 4 laps remaining this time. Jackson Davenport and Matt Botts got all uglied up together right there. Jackson Davenport losing a spot to Gunnar Griffin. Gunnar Griffin going to the top of the track. Jackson Davenport is now back on the loud pedal. Keegan Brewer pulling out to a straightaway lead over that number 7 of Carson Carter. And the 3rd and 4th settling it in. Trace Liker settling it in for 3rd. Quentin Benson in for it. 1 lap remaining, 1 to go. Your winner, no stranger to victory lane, right here. Keegan Brewer bringing it home one more time. Yeah, come on, Terry. All right, once again, definitely no stranger to victory lane. Your winner, Keegan Brewer. And guess what? I'm going to give him the microphone.
Thanks to all you guys coming out tonight and supporting. You get pretty tired at the end of the year as a fan and a race car driver, but you know, we love it so much and we come back every week. I'd like to thank Missouri 811 foremost. Without them, none of this would be possible, and I really appreciate the support that they gave me. FK Shocks, Sawyer Chassis, Hoosier Tire, Smith Titanium, and everybody else that helps this car be so fast this week, like my grandfather, my Uncle Kelly, Levi, Laura, my mom, my girlfriend, Huey, Gary, everybody.
All right.
Thanks, sir. Hey, I don't want him, don't start this. I'll get somebody. Yeah, we'll push it.
We need a push here on victory lane. We need a push in victory lane. You got it, Terry. We need a push in victory lane, guys.
Good job, Keegan. Thank you, John. One more time in the start That's right. Every time you're here, John.
Well, I'm telling you what, the old racetrack is looking good tonight. Good and sticky. Make sure your shoes are tied if you walk out there. Well, that was feature number one. I don't have enough pockets. All right, junior sprint's going to be up next. 8 cars. We're going to go 13 laps. Yep, that's kind of odd on the 13th day of the year, 13th day of the month. So we're going to line them up just like this, in the words of my dear friend Alan Staley. The car number 41 from Kearney, Missouri, that's Bo Wyatt on the pole. Outside row number 1, the 74C from Carrollton. Oh, excuse me, from Cole Camp. I was looking at the next one. The 74C from Cole Camp, that is Cale Martin. Row number 2 on the inside, the 75, that's one from Carrollton, Cohen Seek. Outside him, row number 2, that will be the 4S of Maverick Stolfus from Blue Springs, Missouri. Row number 3 on the inside, the car number 20, also from Blue Springs, that's Sawyer Nading. Alongside of him on the outside, row number 3, at the 34B, guess where he's from? Marshall, Missouri. And your fourth and final row on the inside, the car number 15 out of Warrensburg, Missouri, Athena Webster. And starting in that number 8 spot from just down the road, the 32N of Nash Bowles. Once again, junior sprint's going to go 13 laps. And I hope you folks are cooler than I am. You should be, with all the wind going by. Huh? Oh. I said you should be cooler than I am, with all the wind going by. I'm ready. Are you ready? Oh, they're not? Yeah, I wonder why he's still over there. You don't have to listen to me. You listen to them up there. I said, what's the holdup? I guess we're taking another brief intermission. Well, do we have any Missouri Tiger fans in the house? I got one no and one maybe. No, we got to go 13 laps. I know. I don't like 13 laps on September 13th. Oh, Lord, no. With 8 cars in the junior sprint class, I think 13 will probably be plenty. That's the Sweet Springs rule book. Yep, it's broke. Are you sure about that? Well, race fans, how many of you plan on coming back next weekend? Friday and Saturday. 2 big nights of racing for our Rodney and Chase Gibson Memorial Weekend. Well, I hope so. We kind of need you up there. But don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him we need him. No, race fans, for those of you that don't know, you probably feel like I'm picking on our flagman. Well, that's because I am. No, Lucas shared the racing with me all winter long last winter. He was our flagman over at Emma Indoor Raceway, and he's kind of used to it by now. Me? I'll be there. Good. Yeah, but it's a little bit closer to the ground, though. It's a bird nest, by the way, not a cage. There's no cage around you. No, it's a nest. I never was good at debating because I always won. All right, I hear the rumble and the roar. Let's go racing. How about it, folks? And these cats are ready to go, ready to race. Turn that caution light off, Lucas. We're going to go green. Excuse me. These kids are ready to go. We're going to give them the one to go this time. We got to make sure we got them all transpondered up and looking good. So who you rooting for, race fans? Well, I'm going to tell you who I'm rooting for. It's going to be in 13 laps. Let's go green. How about it? 3 wide, all ready for that runner-up spot. It's Cale Martin with the whole shot down the back straightaway. Bo Wyatt in that runner-up spot right now. Cohen Seek in third. Sawyer Nading now side by side with Cohen Seek for that number 3 spot. Athena Webster going, using all the racetrack. Moving up into the top 5 now is that car number 15 of Athena Webster. Maverick Stolfus right there behind her, and Jackson Burton into 34B. Meanwhile, back up front, it's the car number 74C of Cale Martin, pulling out to about a 10-car length lead over that 41 of Bo Wyatt in the runner-up spot, with Cohen Seek holding into third right now in that white number 75, with Sawyer Nading in for Athena Webster. Once again going to the top of the track, looking for some racing dirt. There she comes to the bottom now on the low side. Maverick Stolfus is going to be right there with her side by side when they come out of turn number 4 that time. Cale Martin still holding into the top spot. Still holding on to about a 10-15 car length lead. Where are you going, Maverick Stolfus? Talking about using all the racetrack. Got way up in the loose dirt, but still holding on to the car, going the right direction is that 4S of Maverick Stolfus. Got his sights set on that number 15 of Athena Webster. Meanwhile, back up front, it's still the 74C of Cale Martin. Now we're side by side, Athena Webster and Maverick Stolfus. Cale Martin pulling out to a comfortable lead now. Bo Wyatt says, where did he go? Cohen Seek holding into third right now. Sawyer Nading in for it. Maverick Stolfus now moving up into the top 5. Athena Webster and Jackson Burton rounding out your field. With just a handful of laps remaining, looks like 4 to go. Imagine that. That's that good old math. K.L. Martin still holding on to the top spot with 3 laps remaining. That time by, looking at double hockey sticks in the air. This time by for your leader, the 74C of K.L. Martin. With Bo Wyatt in the runner-up spot, Cohen Seek in third, Sawyer Nading, and Maverick Stolfus. Looking at 1 to go, this time by for your leader. K.L. Martin down the back straightaway. He's got that checkered in his sights now, coming out of turn number 4. Your winner, K.L. Martin. Finishing in the runner-up spot is the car number 41 of Bo Wyatt. Cohen Seek in third, Sawyer Nading in fourth. Maverick Stolfus into the top 5. Yeah, I'd like to see you try.
Well, did you not see me try and run a go-kart at Emma last year and put it in the wall?
Yeah, that made me kind of nervous.
What?
That made me kind of nervous when you in a go-kart. I bet so. You see, I stayed up top. I was the smartest one of the bunch. Good Lord. Don't quit. Yeah, but you didn't win the race. Well, it's been a while, young man, since you come to see me. But I'm going to do my best Tony Laporta imitation and get down here with you. Welcome back to Victory Lane, K.L. Martin. How about it, buddy?
Yeah, it was a good race. On the start, I thought I would have had a terrible start because he was pretty fast. So was I, but I thought he would have got me, but he didn't. He got stuck on the at a corner 2, so gave me the lead, and I just let it.
All right. Young man, a few words, but nonetheless, he's in Victory Lane, K.L. Martin. Come on, guys. All right, it's the big boys up next. Your Lightning Sprint cars, 14 strong. Here they come. Once again, we are live on YouTube as it's happening. Let me get off my cord here. Once again, it's Lightning Sprint Cars coming to you. It's going to be the car number 1 of Jason Billups on the pole outside row 1 to 51 of Mark Billings. Row number 2 on the inside, the 45 of J.P. Falke on the outside of him, the 24, Brandon Mazer. Row 3 on the inside, old number 7. That's Tyler Johnson outside of him, the 85 of Ken Billings. Row number 4 on the inside, the 22 of Matthew Sharon outside of him, the 49B of Peyton Frederick. Row number 5 on the inside, the 74C of Jeff Bard outside of him, the 63 of Tim Huggins. Row number 6 on the inside, the car number 25, Darren Woodward outside of him, the 29, Atlee Mazer. And your 7th and final row, if you got the car fixed, going to be the number 18 of Stanley Kreisel and the car number 4, Dalton Hebelo. That's your Lightning Sprint Cars. We're going to go 20 laps. Hey, Lucas, we're still racing. Whew. We have no breeze. I bet we get some breeze now with these wing sprint cars. How about it? Am I pronouncing JP's last name correctly? I think we need to water down the staging area. Yeah, I think we need a little bit of water in the staging area, don't you think? Because with no breeze, hey, the caution light's out, and looks like Stanley Kreisel not going to make the call, nor the car number 4 of Dalton Hebelo. Here we go. And we're off and racing Lightning Sprint Car style. Here they go down the back straightaway. Looking at lap number 1 when we come out of turn number 4. It's a 24 of Brandon Mazer, your leader after lap number 1. J.P. Falke and Jason Billups battling it out side by side, wheel to wheel for that runner-up spot. Here comes Mark Billings and old number 7 Tyler Johnson now side by side for that number 4. Slipped up a little bit there. There's Dalton Hebelo. Dalton Hebelo in the car number 4. There's Dalton Hebelo in the car number 4, moving into that number 5 spot. Mark Billings now in 6. And we got J.P. Falke now moving into that runner-up spot. He's got his sights set on that 24, Brandon Mazer, your leader in that car number 24. Here comes the car number 1 of Jason Billups into the 3rd spot. And trying to knock down the wall is the car number 7 of Tyler Johnson. Trying to knock down the wall down the front straightaway. And the 24, Brandon Mazer, already up into the back markers. He's still still has a lot to do to get up there and get around your back markers. Jason Billups now moving into that number 2 spot in that car number 1 with J.P. Falke in third. Fourth is the car number 4 of Dalton Hebelo in fourth. Well, it says Tyler Johnson into that number 4 spot. And Brandon Mazer still holding on to the top spot. Brandon Mazer holding into the top spot with 10 down, 10 to go. Jason Billups trying everything in his power to get up there and take over that top spot. J.P. Falke in third right now. Whoa, we got caution on the speedway in turn 4. That's a 49B of Peyton Frederick. Peyton Frederick, the 49B, bringing out the caution. What I was going to say earlier in the evening, in their heat race, the car number 29 at the back of the pack, do you notice there is a yellow ribbon? A yellow ribbon hanging off of the back of the car number 29. Well, that lets all the drivers know that that is a rookie driver in the class. And that will be Atlee Mazer in the car number 29. So with 11 laps complete, we have 9 laps remaining, 9 to go. Brandon Mazer going to lead us back to green with Jason Billups in the runner-up spot. J.P. Falke in third right now. Dalton Hebelo into that number 4 spot. And the old number 7, Tyler Johnson in 5th. Not sure what's going on with the transponder of the car number 4. We're going green. Jason Billups and Brandon Mazer side by side for the top spot. Billups, your new leader as they come out of turn number 4. J.P. Falke now into the runner-up spot. Oh, not anymore. J.P. and Brandon battling out side by side for that number 3 spot. Tyler Johnson in the 4th right now with Mark Billings into the top 5. Jason Billups starting to put some distance in between himself and that number 24 of Brandon Mazer. Already up into the back of the field is your leader of Jason Billups with 5 laps remaining, this time by 5 to go. 5 laps, and we got caution on the speedway in turn number 2. Caution on the speedway in turn number 2. And from where I'm standing, I think we got something broke on the tail end. Something broke on the backside of the car. Also, the number 22, Matthew Sharon, also has a yellow ribbon. A yellow ribbon on the tail of the 22. So that signifies that he is also a rookie in the class. 5 laps remaining, 5 to go for your Lightning Sprint cars. Well, folks, if you want to see these cats come back more often next year, well, you got to tell the board and all its members that you like what you've seen so far out of the Lightning Sprint cars. And they'll probably try to bring them back several times again next season. I'm going to finish calling this one down here with you folks. Trying not to be in the way. So once again, your top 5, the car number 1, Jason Billups, your leader. With a 24, Brandon Mazer in the runner-up spot. J.P. Falke in third. Fourth is Tyler Johnson, and fifth, the 51 of Mark Billings. Well, if you've ever thought about getting into the world of racing and you want to try your hand at a Lightning Sprint car, we'll just go down and talk to these folks after all of our features are said and done. And I'm sure they will help you out, try to get you in a car. For the right amount of money, you can be on track with the rest of these fellas. All right, we got 25 on the hook. Take him pit side, and then we'll be ready to go, ready to race once again for 5 more exciting laps for your Lightning Sprint cars. Once again, they are powered by a 1,000cc motorcycle engine. Give them the 1 to go this time by looking at 5 laps remaining, 5 to go. And Dalton Hevelo now into the number 6 spot in the car number 4. We're going to turn them loose. Here we go 5 more times. For your Lightning Sprint cars, who's it gonna be? Jason Billups picking right up where he left off in that car number 1. Brandon Mazer not done racing with him yet. Brandon Mazer now right there. J.P. Falke lost a little bit of ground that time to your top 2. Tyler Johnson holding in the fourth. Mark Billings in fifth. Dalton Hevelo now side by side with the 51 of Mark Billings for that number 5 spot. Double hockey sticks in the air. 2 laps remaining, 2 to go. And we got one going sideways down turn number 2. We got caution on the speedway. Well, race fans, I do have a very important announcement to make. If you'll direct your attention over here to me, this fella right here is the reason why we have 2 picnic tables right back here. So a great big thanks for putting our picnic tables back together. A great big thanks. 2 laps remaining, 2 to go for your Lightning Sprint cars. And your top 5 has not changed. Jason Billups, your leader. Brandon Mazer in second. J.P. Falke third. Tyler Johnson in fourth. And fifth, Mark Billings in the 51. Two laps remaining, caution lights out. We're going to turn them loose when they come out of turn number 4 once again. And here we go. J.P. Falke tried to get down on the low side. Can he make it work? Here comes Brandon Mazer now side by side with your leader, Jason Billups. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Billups? Is it going to be Mazer? Jason Billups holding on to the low side. Your winner, Jason Billups, in the car number 1. Brandon Mazer in the runner-up spot. J.P. Falke in third. Fourth goes to the number 7 of Tyler Johnson, and fifth, the car number 51, Mark Billings. Once again, race fans, if you've liked what you've seen this season out of your Lightning Sprint cars, let the board know, and we'll have them back once again. Here you go, Jason. And your winner, Jason Billups. All right, just talked to Jason before I turned the microphone on, and I thought it was. We have a first-time feature winner. How about it for Jason Billups?
Oh, thank you. That was a good race. I just didn't really need the caution at the end, but had to fight them off. But it was a good race.
All right, I know you got all kinds of sponsors on your car. How about it?
I just want to thank my brother's company, Iron Oak of KC, Next Trend Truck Centers, Rod and Supply, Kaiser Wheels, Hinscraft Chassis. Just thanks everybody for coming out.
All right, once again, welcome to Victory Lane, my friend. Well, that's what we always want to see. First time feature winner. How about it for Jason Billups, your Lightning Sprint winner? It's restrictor time. Jackson Davenport, the 7D. Luke Shelton, the 5X. DJ beats the 11B. Dylan Morrison, the 18. Henry Alberson, the 6. Logan Galt, the car number 9. Blake Collins, the 12D. The 911B. Bradley Berryman, the 24. The 24, Tristan Martin. And the 23, Lily Fassy. The caution lights out. We're going to turn them loose. This time out of turn number 4. Say it with me, race fans. Whoa, Nelly. That was a wreck that didn't happen. That could have been a whole lot worse than what it was. Hey, it wasn't my fault. I got them all called off. So we're going to put them 2 by 2, just like we did on the boat. All right, can we make it happen this time? Nope. Oh, good God, look out. Logan Goff is okay, race fans, after taking that nasty tumble down the front straightaway. He is okay. Yeah, quite a bit upset because the steering wheel come flying out. And we might need a hook in turn. Oh, I think we got one down there. Well, it looks like Logan Golf going to make a stop in the hot pit after taking the tumble in turn number 2. I think there's about 20 people working on the car over there in the hot pit. If he can make it back out, we still got to go 2 by 2 because we still have not got a lap complete. But once the field is set and the caution light goes out, Logan Golf cannot return. But if for some reason we do not get a lap complete and they get the car fixed, Logan Golf can return. Like I said, they're working feverishly over there on the back straightaway in the hot pit on the car number 9 of Logan Golf. All right, they got the one to go this time by for your restrictors. Huh? I think I probably should. And we're off and racing. Jackson Davenport, your leader after lap number 1. With DJ Beats already up into the runner-up spot side by side with the 5X of Luke Shelton. Dylan Morrison now into that number 4 spot. Tristan Martin from the back of the pack into 5th. 3 wide for that number 2 spot. We got Lily Passy down the back straightaway going to the infield. Jackson Davenport pulling out to a comfortable lead now with DJ Beats holding into the runner-up spot. Luke Shelton in 3rd, Dylan Morrison into that runner in that number 4 spot. And Tristan Martin, here he comes. Tristan Martin found some dirt to his liking. Tristan Martin, and we got Henry Alberson in the wall. Got caution on the speedway. Henry Alberson going nose first into the wall. Well, DJ Beat's going to be right there back on the tail tank now of your leader, Jackson Davenport in the 7D. Luke Shelton in 3rd in the 5X. Dylan Morrison found some dirt to his liking into that number 4 spot. And Tristan Martin from the back of the field into 5th. And Lily Fassy back underway. Looks like we do have something broke on the front side of the car number 6 of Henry Alberson, so we're going on the hook. And Lily Fassy going to bypass the hot pit and going pit side to the trailer. Once again, your running order as they are on the track now. Jackson Davenport, your leader. DJ Beats in 2nd. Luke Shelton, 3rd. Dylan Morrison, 4th. Tristan Martin, 5th. Blake Collins, 6th. And 7th on the track, the 911B of Bradley Berryman. And it's not any cooler down here. It probably is up there in the score tower. Well, we are going 25 laps, so we got 21 more to go for your restrictors. 4 down, 21 to go. Well, race fans, all he's going to take home is what you give him right now. The car number 6, Hot Shoe Henry Alberson, breaking the front side of the race car. Once we get him off track and in the pit area, we're going to turn the caution light out. We're going to go back to green flag racing. With Jackson Davenport, your leader, DJ Beach, in the runner-up spot. Luke Shelton, third right now. Dylan Morrison into the number 4 spot. Tristan Martin, 5th. Bradley Berryman, 6th. And rounding out your field, the 12D. Of Blake Collins. Once again, caution lights out. We're going to turn them loose one more time. Here we go. Picking right up where he left off, the 7D of Jackson Davenport in the top spot, DJ Beats. Here comes Tristan Martin now to the top side of Dylan Morrison. Tristan Martin has got him a hot rod tonight. There he goes. Moving, and Dylan Morrison going to the infield. Tristan Martin, he's on the loud pedal now, moving into that number 4 spot. Got his sight set on that 5X of Luke Shelton in fourth. Meanwhile, DJ Beats is trying to get back up there to battle with your leader, Jackson Davenport, in the 7D. And we got a 2-car battle at the back of the pack. Bradley Berryman and Blake Collins side by side down the back straightaway. It's Berryman on the low side, Collins on the top side. Meanwhile, back up front, it's starting to put some distance between himself, Jackson Davenport, your leader, and DJ Beats in the runner-up spot, and we're still side by side for Berryman and Collins. What an awesome race for that number 4-5 spot. Bradley Berryman now in front of Blake Collins for 4th and 5th. Blake Collins now going way to the top of the racetrack. Now side by side once again. Jackson Davenport way out front with DJ Beats in the runner-up spot. 3rd right now is a 5X of Luke Shelton. Tristan Martin in 4th, and we're still side by side for that number 5 spot. What a great race you're seeing right here in your restrictors. Even though it's for that number 5 spot, they're side by side. Jackson Davenport, you don't know what you're missing back there, buddy. They're side by side for that number 5 spot. Bradley Berryman on the inside, Blake Collins on the top. And they're racing together, and they're catching that 24 of Tristan Martin in for it. Ten laps remaining, 10 to go. 9 laps remaining this time. They're still side by side down the back straightaway. Bradley Berryman now. Whoa, Blake Collins. Complete 360 and still in the loud pedal. But for the safety of our drivers, once you do a complete 360, regardless whether you stop or stay running, it's going to be a caution. For the safety of our drivers, it's going to be a yellow coming out. So once again, with 9 laps remaining, everybody's going to be right there on the tail tank of your leader, Jackson Davenport. DJ Beats the runner-up spot right now in the 11B, going to be right there. He said, that's what I needed to get back up there on the tail tank of the leader, Jackson Davenport. Luke Shelton going to be on the tail tank of the 11B. DJ Beats in third. With Tristan Martin in fourth, Bradley Berryman fifth, and rounding out your field in sixth, that's number 12D of Blake Collins. Who's it going to be? 9 laps remaining. Who you cheering for right here? Let's go green this time by. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? It's DJ Beats now on the loud pedal. Here comes Tristan Martin. Tristan Martin with the slide job on Luke Shelton. Luke Shelton retaking that number 3 spot. Now Tristan Martin got his hands full with Bradley Berryman and Blake Collins. Now we got a 4-car battle for third. Jackson Davenport starting to stretch his lead back out, but DJ Beats is still right there within striking distance. Luke Shelton holding into third right now. Tristan Martin going to the top of the racetrack, looking for some cushion to work with. Bradley Berryman and Blake Collins. Blake Collins now holding into that number 5 spot. Got his sights set on the 24 of Tristan Martin in fourth. Luke Shelton holding on to third. Jackson Davenport picking right up where he left off with 3 laps remaining this time by for your leader, Jackson Davenport. Jackson Davenport looking at double hockey sticks in the air this time by for your restrictors. 2 laps remaining, 2 to go for your restrictors. Jackson Davenport looking at the white flag this time by out of turn number 4. DJ Beats trying everything he can. Your winner, Jackson Davenport. DJ Beats in the runner-up spot. Luke Shelton going to bring it home third. Tristan Martin in fourth. Blake Collins in fifth. And Bradley Berryman rounding out your field in sixth. And your winner, Jackson Davenport. Sporting a new hat. All right. Well, I'm going to give you all the hardware, and then we'll give it a talk. Well, young man, you got a hot rod tonight for sure.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Aaron, Martin Crabtree, his wife Samantha, all my sponsors, AFD Graphics for making this car amazing, and Jackson Collins for coming out and supporting.
All right. Welcome back to Victory Lane, Jackson Davenport. And we still have a lot of racing to go. 3 big races remaining, I do believe. Looks like we're going non-wing coming up. Well, race fans, I know it's hot, but it's okay to cheer. It's so quiet up here, I feel like I need to get out my Bible and preach it a little bit. I won't do that, though. It's Outlaw non-wing time. 6 cars, if they're all going to make it. Going to be the 38 of Brantley Chaden on the pole from Norwalk, Iowa. On the outside of him, the 32S of Kyron Keith. Row 2 on the inside is going to be the 15 of Madison Hamer. On the outside of her will be the 7/8 Austin Rayburn. And it's the 32. No, it's not. It's the 32Z of Gabe Zahner. And Brian Lunsford is changing cars, so it's going to be the number 8. The number 8 of Brian Lunsford. All right, 6 cars. We're going 20 laps. Holy moly. Let's go green. The 32S of Kyron Keith, and pulling it in already, the car number 8 of Brian Lunsford. Brian Lunsford pulling it in. Whoa, Madison. Kyron Keith already starting to put some distance in between himself and the rest of the field. We're Brantley Chaden in the runner-up spot. Gabe Zahner in the 32. With Austin Rayburn and Madison Hamer side by side for that number 4 spot. And we got caution on the speedway. Oh, we're back under green. Here we go. We're still under green with 7 laps in the book. 7 laps in the book with Kyron Keith holding on to the top spot. Brantley Chaden in the runner-up spot. Oh, look out, kids. That's Gabe Zahner bringing out the caution in turn number 3. And then there were 4. Kyron Keith in the 32S, Brantley Chaden the 38, Austin Rayburn the 7, and Gabe Zahner the 32Z. We're going green. Picking right up where he left off, the 32S of Kyron Keith, your leader right now. Brantley Chaden doing everything in his power to get up there and battle his way to the front. Side by side for third, Austin Rayburn in third, and Gabe Zahner holding into fourth. Brantley Chaden now is right there on the tail tank of your leader of Kyron Keith. 10 down, 10 to go. We're side by side for third. Austin Rayburn on the top of the racetrack. Gabe Zahner now going to the top. Austin Rayburn bringing back into that third spot. Gabe Zahner now fourth. Excuse me. Yeah, Gabe Zahner now fourth. Kyron Keith starting to put some distance in between himself and that 38. Brantley Chaden in second right now. Austin Rayburn third. And Gabe Zahner into the number 4 spot. Looking at 6 laps remaining this time by 6 to go. Six laps remaining for your leader of Kyron Keith. Four laps remaining, 4 to go for Kyron Keith in that 32S. With Brantley Chaden holding into the runner-up spot. Third is the 7-8 of Austin Rayburn and Gabe Zahner rounding out your field in for double hockey sticks in the air for 2 more laps for your Outlaws. Kyron Keith looking at 1 to go. Your winner, Kyron Keith. Brantley Chaden in second. Who's it going to be for third? It's Austin Rayburn holding on for third. And Gabe Zahner rounding out your field in fourth. All right, first and foremost, how about that feature win? Boy, Jamie gave you a hot rod tonight for sure.
Yeah, we've been struggling all year, having motor problems, and I feel like I got lucky. Brian broke down in the heat, and so I felt like I got to come out here and do the best I can every weekend, keep coming second to Brian, so he's been doing it for a long time, so he's really good at being consistent. And yeah, I'd like to thank my whole family. I got a good support system. Big Mama's Cafe, Southside Dirt Work, AFD Graphics, Concept Chassis, H&S, Heating and Cooling, SBS, Shocks, just everybody.
Well, can you tell race fans it's his first time in victory lane? How about it for Kyron Keith? Sorry, I'm not ready. But you see who they are. 6 cars. Here we go. It's Holden Ballinger, the double nickel, the 55. Your leader right now, going 20 laps. Landon Lewis in the runner-up spot. Eric Perkins third. Will Green in that number 4 spot. Jeremy Gibson 5th. And Carson McDonald in 6th. And Alex Myers of 09 not making the call. Holden Ballinger pulling out to a comfortable lead right now over that 0L. Landon Lewis in 2nd. Third is still holding on with Eric Perkins. 4th, Will Green, Jeremy Gibson 5th, and Carson McDonald in 6th. Well, it's first time back with us in quite a few weeks. A double nickel, the 55 Holden Ballinger way out front now with the 0L Landon Lewis in second. Got his hands full with the 57 of Eric Perkins. Perkins holding into third right now. Will Green in fourth. The running order has not changed. Jeremy Gibson in fifth. Carson McDonald in that number 6 spot. 8 laps in the book this time by. 8 laps down. 12 to go for Holden Ballinger, starting to put some distance now between himself and that 0L of Landon Lewis in second. Eric Perkins third. Will Green holding into that number 4 spot, and Jeremy Gibson fifth. Carson McDonald in sixth. Looking at 10 laps down, 10 to go for your Sportsman. 10 down, 10 to go, halfway down, halfway to home. Holden Ballinger now coming up on the tail tank of that number 2 of Carson McDonald, running in that number 6 spot. Whoa, Landon Lewis on the bike out of turn number 4. Whoa, where are you going, Jeremy Gibson? Hold on. Jeremy Gibson and Carson McDonald now battling it out wheel to wheel, side by side. Jeremy Gibson. I believe something has broke on the 81T of Jeremy Gibson. Comfortably now out in the top spot with 5 laps remaining, 5 to go for your leader, Holden Ballinger. Landon Lewis still holding on to the runner-up spot. Eric Perkins third. Will Green in that number 4 spot. And fifth on the track, the 2 of Carson McDonald. Double hockey sticks in the air. Next time by for your leader, Holden Ballinger. Double hockey sticks in the air this time by for your Sportsman leader. Looking at 1 to go this time by for Holden Ballinger. Landon Lewis in second, Eric Perkins third, Will Green in fourth, and Carson McDonald in fifth. First time back in a while, Holden Ballinger your winner. Landon Lewis in the runner-up spot, Eric Perkins third. Will Green in the 14 in fourth, and Carson McDonald rounding out your field in fifth. Well, first time back with us in quite a few days, and he did not forget what he had to do. Your winner, Holden Ballinger. All right. right. Well, he's been on the road with Braden Cromwell. And there he is. Young man used to race with it here. I won't say how long ago because it's been quite a while. But, yeah, he said it's been a minute. But nonetheless, first time back with us, and you put it right there where you need to go.
First of all, thank the good Lord. You know, the car was good all night. The track prep was great, and it played into our favor. We had a good heat race. Hands down to all the track workers and everybody that came out to work tonight. It was a hot one. And thank you to my friends that came out tonight. My wife, she's at home, so all the photography, everybody. Lantel, Lifetime RV, Joel Rosala, and everybody that supports me and backs me. Thank you, guys.
All right. Welcome home, Holden Ballinger. Come on, Braden.
All right, we're coming. And preferably...
Well, like he said, he's been on the road with Braden Cromwell, and he decided to grace us with his presence tonight. So welcome home, Braden Cromwell, and welcome back to Victory Lane, Holden Ballinger. And we have one race remaining. Well, race fans, this is the one you come to see. In the words of my dear friend Brian Hobart, this is the one you saved your lunch money for. The final race of the night. Your stock non-wingers. Here they come. $13 if we got them all able to continue. Well, you got a favorite in this one? Well, I have a favorite. I have a favorite. But it's not here. No, I have a lot of favorite drivers just because I've known a lot of them for a really long time, and here they come. It's going to be the 38 Brantley Chaden on the pole. Outside of him, the 57P of Jed Peaster. The 48S on the inside, row 2, that's Trace Riker. Outside of him, the 17B of Quentin Benson. Row number 3 on the inside, the 15 of Chris Cuh. Outside, oh my, the 14 of Chase Cuh. Was supposed to be Dustin Shaner. He has elected to start tailback. Well, he's not tailback. Dustin Shaner has elected to start tailback. First time with us in quite some time. The car number 1P. No, excuse me, it's just the number 1. With the 52D of Skylar Daly, the 7/8 Austin Rayburn, the 95G Gunnar Griffin, The 17K of Braden Nittmeyer not making the call. The 77M Cameron Morrison and the 32Z of Gabe Zahner. Henry, you okay? You good? That's the most important thing. All right. Well, we're going to let them go around to make sure we got them all transponded up and get them all in there nice and snug. Side by side, 2 by 2. 25 laps. 25 big ones. Caution lights out. Brantley, Chaden, and Jed Peace are going to bring us to the green. Let them hear you. Let them see you, race fans. Your final race of the night. Three wide for that number 2 spot as they come down. We got a kerfuffle in turn number 1. Dustin Shaner and Gunnar Griffin getting all jumbled up together, bringing out the caution. And both drivers are okay race fans, but Gunnar trying to refire. Dustin Shaner back underway. Dustin Shaner doesn't like what he sees, so he's going. Dustin Shaner going to the hot pit, just wanted to make sure, check everything out, make sure it's A-OK. Gunnar Griffin finally back under the loud pedal. And Dustin Shaner coming back. Trackside. Wanted to make sure everything was A-OK on the car. Man, it's good to see old friends back with us once again. The car number 1 of Dustin Shaner. All right. Once again, 25 laps. The distance for your stock non-winging cars. Brantley Chaden and Jed Peaster once again going to take us to the green. Trey Sliker, Quentin Benson, Chris and Chase Cuh, the 3rd row. Skyler Daly and Austin Rayburn. Here we go. Let's go green. Three wide for that number 2 spot. Here comes Jed Peaster now taking over the top spot, and we're still 3 wide for the top spot. Trey Sliker taking over that number 1 spot from Jed Peaster. Now in the runner-up spot, Quentin Benson in 3rd. Brantley Chaden and Chris Cuh. Chris Cuh now taking over that number 4 spot. Brantley Chaden to the top of the racetrack. Jed Peaster now going to the top. Bringing Quentin Benson with him, also going to the top of the track. And they're gaining on your leader, Trey Sliker. Trey Sliker holding that car on the bottom. retaining that top spot, but here comes Jed Piecer and Quentin Benson. A 3-car battle for the top spot. Kriska in fourth, Brantley Chaden in fifth. It's side by side for the top spot. Jed Piecer got a little tight. Oh, we got Gunnar Griffin on the side. Gunnar Griffin, a little Tommy tip over in turn number 3. And I want to give a big shout out to the rest of our drivers because they saw that red light and they stopped right where they were at. That's exactly what they're supposed to. He's all good over there, a little Tommy tip over for the 95G of Gunnar Griffin. Run, run, run. Yeah. I think the only ones you got to worry about is the ones over here on the south side because ain't nobody, or on the north side, excuse me, because ain't hardly anybody left over here on the south side. We might need to put some people over here on the south side to keep the boat from tipping over. At least I got one person to laugh. Oh, that's 3 people laughing now. I feel like an auctioneer. Yes, I'm getting tired, Lucas. Hey, what are you complaining for? You had the weekend off last weekend. All right. Gunnar Griffin back underway. I think he's probably going to take it to the hot pit, have the crew look it over, and then he's bypassing the hot pit and going to the trailer. Oh, yes, that is correct. At least somebody was paying attention. That will be 2 cautions for the 95G. You be quiet up there. 2 cautions for the 95G of Gunnar Griffin. So we got 6 laps in the book, 19 more to go. Well, we got any Trace Sliker fans in the house? How about it? How about Jed Piecer fans? How about Quentin Benson fans? How about Chris, don't call him Tater Cuh? Brantley Chaden in the 38. Chase Cuh in the 14. Skylar Daly, the 52D. Caution lights out. We're going to turn them loose. Here we go. Picking right up where he left off in that 48S. That's Trace Sliker, your leader. And we got a 2-car battle for the runner-up spot. It's Jed Piecer and Quentin Benson battling it out wheel to wheel, side by side. Here comes Jed Piecer now. Jed Piecer up on the loud pedal. He's up on the top of the track. Whoa, we got Chase Cuh in the car number 14, bringing it to a stop in turn number 4. And he's back underway. Well, we got 2 laps more. 2 more laps completed that time. Chase Cuh fired it back up. Going to rejoin the race at the tail. Well, Trey Syker going to lead us back to green. Can he hold off the hard charging Jed Peaster and Quentin Benson, second and third? We still have a lot of laps to go in this one. Trey Syker on the low side, Jed Peaster on the top of the heap. Quentin Benson going to the top side as well. It's the shortest way around on the low side, but the fastest way is on the top of the track. Jed Peaster now side by side with your leader, Trey Syker. Quentin Benson still right there in third. Chris Cuh into that number 4 spot. Here comes Jed Peaster and Quentin Benson. 3-car battle for the top. Jed Peaster now taking over that number 1 spot, bringing Cue Ball with him into the runner-up spot. Trey Syker holding into third right now. We had a side-by-side battle for that number 4 spot. It's Chris, don't call him Tater in the 15, Brantley Chaden, and we have a new leader. Yes, we do. Cue Ball, your new leader. Oh, Jed Peaster got really tight in turn number 1 and 2. Lost that number 2 spot to the 48S of Trey Syker. Trey Syker now, he's back on the loud pedal. Oh, Jed Peaster got really tight again that time in turn 3. Lost a little bit of ground to that 48S of Trey Syker, but he's back under the loud pedal now. Trey Syker got real tight in turn number 3, excuse me. Meanwhile, up front, it's a 17B of Quentin Benson Cue Ball. Jed Peaster got really tight in turn number 3. Just about looped it around, allowing Trey Syker to pull away to that number 2 spot, Jed Peaster. He's adamantly up on the top of the racetrack. Chris Cuh's got some company now with Brantley Chaden right there behind him. Brantley Chaden now side by side for that third and final podium spot. Brantley Chaden and Chris Cuh battling it out side by side for third. Quentin Benson way out front now. Got about a straightaway lead over that 48S of 12. We got Jed Peaster. We got Jed Peaster way up top in turn number 2. Jed Peaster getting really tight up on the cushion. Bringing out the caution. He's thought he was going to the hot pit, but he's decided against it. So everybody gonna be on the tail tank now of your leader, Quentin Benson in the 17B. Trey Syker in second, Brantley Chaden third. Fourth is Chris, don't call him Tater Cuh, in fourth. Skylar Daly fifth. Chase Cuh now sixth. Cameron Morrison seventh. Dustin Shaner eighth. Gabe Zahner ninth. Austin Rayburn 10th. And rounding out your field in 11th, the 57P of Jed Peaster. And caution lights out. We're going green. With 5 laps remaining, 5 to go. Who's it going to be with 4 laps remaining this time by? 4 to go this time, 21 down, 4 laps remaining. Quentin Benson picking right up where he left off in that 17B. Trey Slaker holding on to the runner-up spot. Double hockey sticks in the air right now. Brantley Chaden and Chris Cobb battling it out wheel to wheel for that number 3 spot. It's going to be one more time for your leader, Quentin Benson. Trey Slaker in the runner-up spot right now. Brantley Chaden in 3rd, Chris Cobb 4th, Skylar Daly in 5th. Your winner once again, Quentin Benson. And we got Cameron Morrison going the wrong way in turn number 2. Well, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. The caution was for the 77. Didn't even know the caution came out. So they're going to get the 1 to go this time. And it's going to be green and white together. Green and white together. Quentin Benson going to lead us back to green. Trey Slaker in 2nd. Brantley Chaden 3rd. Chris Cuh 4th. Skylar Daly in 5th. Chase Cuh, Gabe Zahner, Austin Rayburn, Dustin Shaner, and Cameron Morrison. Here we go. They're side by side down the back straightaway. Who's it gonna be? Quentin Benson sneaking in there on the low side. Now we got to finish. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're headed to the out gate, just make sure if you've had too much to drink that you designate a sober driver, because we want to see you back next weekend, Friday and Saturday. We're racing Friday and Saturday next weekend for our Rodney and Chase Gibson Memorial. Good night, God bless, and drive safe on the way home. Oh, I guess I need a flag. That's kind of important. Can I have it? I kind of forgot. Well, definitely no stranger to victory lane, but being the last class of the night, cue ball knows everybody's going home. But that's okay. I'm still going to talk to him in victory lane. That is a beautiful dog.
Who's holding it, girls?
coming over here, girls?
All right. Well, as I was saying, Q-Ball, you know, being the last class of the night, everybody's headed home, but I'm still going to talk to you because it's the right thing to do here in Victory Lane. How about it, bud?
I don't blame them. It's been a long night. I just got to thank everybody for coming out and lends a hand on this car, and my little ones for staying up late with me and doing all the helping. And, man, we'll hope to see you guys back next week.
All right. You coming back for Friday and Saturday next week?
Oh, I imagine so. It's hard for us to stay away.
You got it, bud. Welcome back to Victory Lane. Well, once again, the race fans, it's 11 o'clock, and we're headed home. Good night, God bless, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget, Friday and Saturday. I'll let him close the gate if he knows how. Oh, yeah. When's it going to rain? When's it going to rain? I don't think it's going to rain for a couple months.